So how many subscribers have you got now then?
Can you just pass us that Blu-ray a minute, please? Thanks. I think you'll find that's 300.
I bet you wish you looked like him.
So yes, 300 subs. All I can say is thank you very much. I really appreciate that this has happened to me. I do feel that I'm still quite shocked as how fast this has happened. I wasn't expecting this to happen this fast. I thought that 300 was something that was just far beyond my reach, and here I am at 300, and I've only got you to thank for that. Without you watching and subscribing to my channels, this channel doesn't mean anything. It means a lot to me, and I'm glad that it means something to somebody else. If it's connected with somebody, then that's it, job done for me. I appreciate the fact that you have subscribed to me, and I appreciate the fact that you continue to watch my videos and comment, and also be a part of this ever-growing community. For me, I feel that the community part of this this journey has been the biggest surprise, and also enjoyment factor out the whole lot. I didn't realize that this community was so they would welcome you with open arms. I didn't really know about a community actually at this point. I just thought you put your videos on and people comment and that, but it's become more than that. It's become a bit of a social thing as well, which I'm really impressed about, and I'm also really grateful for. It's good to have like-minded people watching your stuff and commenting on and giving you tips and advice for anything that you know, any comments that you put out, that people, you want to know things and stuff like that. So like I say, the 300 is just now I'm seeing the outside they're doing some they're putting some scaffolding up. Yes, so I don't really want this to happen where I'm sitting here doing this and some man comes to the window with a big scaffolding pole in his hand, which looks like that's going to happen. So I might have to I think I'm going to have to wrap this up in a different room. So okay, let's go to room 2. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry about the interruption. I think I might have to do more videos from in this the spare room. I'll be in that cupboard soon to try and to get away from workmen. Every time I open my window there's somebody standing there, but never mind. Hopefully today they'll have this this stuff they're putting up, the scaffolding, and then I'll know where I stand from there. I would hate to think I was doing a video, then all of a sudden somebody would come up, arise, and just see me sitting there talking to a computer and think I lost my mind. But anyway, they don't know the score, do they? So yes, once again, many thanks for the 300 subscribers. It means a great deal to me. I'm amazed to think I'm at this point. I just can't believe it's quite happening, but it's so appreciated by me. Anybody who takes the time out to watch a video, to sub, to comment, I appreciate that, and I always try and get round to everybody. I always try to give everybody a shout out if I can. I'm going to give a few shout outs today, and these are kind of shout outs to people who have really been instrumental in me getting to 300. And also there's 2 brand new shout outs, because I've got a brand new shout out video clip that I've been talking about. I went and recorded the audio for it the other day, and I've managed to get it from my studio onto the computer, and then did a little video clip over the top. It might not be the finished article, but you'll kind of see what I mean. Maybe there'll be another bit of music to go with it, but it's just something to show you that this is what I'll be doing when I put a shout out. You'll see a little shout out section. Anyway, that's just a bit of heads up for that, if you wanted to know. So yes, so the ones I want to talk about today, and I've wrote this down, and I apologize if I miss anybody off, because I'm going through this quite quick, just to, because obviously the workmen, I've got a feeling that there's going to be a lot of banging and clattering going on. But at the moment, I just wanted to start off with a big shout out to Gilly Rocks the Metal and also Davey Dark. They had seen that my subscriptions were just below the 300 mark, maybe 297, and they helped me over the line, because they asked their daughter to subscribe, and they also subscribe with their other channels. And I thought it was an amazing and thoughtful thing for them to do. They are great people. I've I have an affinity with them anyway, because they have the metal side to them. They like their music, like the Ramones, all that type of thing. I do have more Ramones t-shirts to wear, because Gilly was talking about Ramones t-shirts. I've got loads of Misfits t-shirts to put on. I've just got to find them, because they're in a case somewhere. Now, when these cases get put somewhere, they get lost. They don't get lost, but you know, they're under a bed somewhere. Anyway, so yes, so me first, and I'll leave all links to these channels down below. So Gilly Rocks the Metal and Davey Dark, I appreciate everything you did to get me past the 300 line. It was an amazing thing that you did for me. You didn't have to, but I really, really appreciate it. And they're becoming firm and fast friends with me on this and Instagram. And I look forward to all their content as well. Their content as well is really good. I do find that their videos they're not similar. They put out their own content, which I really enjoy, and I like the banter, the chats you have with them. So that's the first shout out, Gilly Rocks the Metal and Davey Dark. I really recommend you going on their channels, because they're going quite high. They're going to be going somewhere. All these channels are going somewhere, obviously. And the next one I want to give a shout out was obviously probably the first one who gave me a shout out was Movie Worm. That's Jordan and Movie Worms. Now Jordan's channels is going, it's going through the roof, really, quite rightly. He does loads of stuff which is obviously appealing to a lot of people, and his subscriber list is just going up and up and up. And every time he has a competition to say 500, 600, by the time the competition's actually nearly done, he's on to the next milestone. So well done, Jordan, and I'm not surprised that that's happening to you. But his channel is just going from strength to strength. But he gave me my first shout out, which I really think got me onto the ladder. And I think I'm going to sneeze now. So okay. So Movie Worm Jordan, excellent channel, and I really appreciate all the shout outs you've given me. The next one is Keith from Euphoria Pictures. Again, brilliant channel, going places. His stuff is amazing. You've got to see it to believe it. The stuff that he's got, collectibles, is just, it's really next level. And he's always given me shout outs as well. He's given me some brilliant shout outs, which I think put my subscription level up quite a lot, because he put me in for Horror October of the Month video maker, and that was won by H&S Collectibles, which is a brilliant channel. Cody at H&S Collectibles, excellent channel. But Keith at Euphoria Pictures give me so many shout outs that I think that's elevated me to the next level as well. So these are people who have been instrumental in me getting to 300. I might miss a few people out, but these are the ones that always seem to give me shout outs, which I really appreciated. The next one is Carlinio 9. Now Carl has always given me shout outs. He's always commented on my videos, and also which I'll link down below, he's done a video for him hitting 300. Now the video that he's done kind of talks about, it's really good how he's done it. He name checks loads of people, and I agree with everyone on his list, and he's probably got a lot of these people on here that he's given shout outs to. And I do think that you want to check out all of these channels. You'll like them. They're all going places. But Carlinio 9's channel, he put something on which is about when people, do they want to get into YouTube? How do they get into YouTube? Do they want to make that video? What's some of the pitfalls about doing it? So I urge you to watch that video. I would like to do a similar video like that, but I would never better that video. So for me, just go and look at that video, and I just echo all of his sentiments. So that's Carl at Carlinio 9. The next one is a good friend of mine, Art with Horror. Now Art is a great guy. He's so friendly. It's unreal, actually, and he's friends with all these people here. He's always he's always got great things to say. He's just done the 31 days of horror marathon, and I think he's going to take a little break from it, which I don't blame him. I don't know how he's got through it all. I do need to catch up on quite a few of his videos for the month of October, as I do with a lot of people who've done the 31 days of horror. I find that it's hard to keep up with them. There's that many, but I'm going to go back and look at them, because some of the titles that he talks about are really good and really get my interest up. So Art with Horror, great guy. I've got a lot of time from, and I do think his channel, it's all growing, it's all good, and you'll have a lot of fun with his channel, and he's a really nice guy as well. The next one is a film blogger Sam. Now Sam from Film Blogger Sam has got a relatively new channel, I think, and his subscription is quite rightly going up. His levels are going up. I think he's one of the people who deserves to get a lot, as everybody does on this list. And I think that you will have a good time with this stuff. His videos are always interesting, and I always usually think to myself, is things he puts on is like echoes everything that I think about movies and in general. And I get a lot of I have a lot of affinity with film blogger Sam, and I really rate his channel high. And he's starting to get some good subscriptions going. And I know it's not all about subscription, but it's really good to think that when they start to go up, you know that you're doing something right. And I think that's a good thing to have in to promote you to go further, because a lot of people will say, can you subscribe and it'll make me do more videos? And I think that's a good thing to say, because in a way, when people do subscribe, it gives you that incentive to move yourself along, because you know you're doing something right. It might not be all right, but at least you're trying to do your thing. And remember to be yourself. If you ever go on, just be yourself, and that's you're halfway there. The next one is Movie Collector. Now, Movie Collector, John from Movie Collector, he's given me great shout outs, a lot of things over the past couple of months. I've been on the phone to him quite a few times, and I always have a good time with him. I think he's a very funny guy. He's very knowledgeable when it comes to projectors and stuff like that. All these people I kind of think of them not in the same group. They're all individuals, even though it's all movie related mainly. I do feel that these are all people that you will have a great time with, and maybe a bit of a unique time with as well. So John, Movie Collector, I urge you to get to his channel, and when you see his stuff, you'll know exactly what I mean. He's very technical, but technical in a good way, not in a boring way. He tells you stuff. Well, I like to know that type of thing. You know, the stuff about movies and how they're made, and how the film stock and all that stuff. That is just, it takes a lot of time to learn all the stuff that he's learned, and he knows everything about film, all the type of stuff about film, which is amazing. So the next one is a channel called Terror at Synthai, and this is Rob at Terror at Synthai. Now he is just at 99 subscribers, so it'd be great if you could get over his channel. It's a great channel as well. I always have a great time there. It's so funny, it's so amusing, it's so interesting and informative and different. His little the funny things he does are all things that connect with me. I think he's amazing. He's just at 99 subs now, so it would be great if you could get along there, give him a couple of subs, and get him over that landmark, because he deserves it. He deserves to be much higher than 100, and he will be, obviously. So that's Rob at Terror at Synthai. The next one is Leon Talks Films. Now Leon Talks Films is, some of these are relatively new channels that I've got to. In fact, the two ones I'm going to give main shout outs to are two brand new channels to me, quite new. But Leon Talks Films, he is really good. I think he's just started as well, and we've had a lot of connection. Although he's done the 31 days of horror, and I haven't kept up with that, but I'm going to start to go back to them things, because some of the screenshots, the screen caps I've seen of his films, the really good films that I like. And I can tell with his collection, he's got a lot of similar interests, and I like his the way he presents his stuff. And you'll have a good time with Leon Talks Films. I urge you to get across there, because he's given me shout outs before. He's a really nice chap. So get over there and give him some subs, because he deserves to be higher as well. And the last one I'm going to give a shout out to in this section is going to be Geordie Paul. Now Geordie Paul's a fellow Geordie, which means that he's on the right line, isn't he? Yes, and he's given me a lot of shout outs in the past, and if you can get across to him, give him some subs, because he's a good lad, he's a friendly lad, and I urge you to get him across to him. And if you can get all of these channels subbed, or even liked, or just watch their stuff, you'll have a good time with them. I recommend them highly. Okay, so at this point I'm going to play for you, or the computer is going to play for you my shout out introduction. So what I will do is, now I'll just say the sort of the segue into that is to say, I think it's time for a shout out. Okay, so the first shout out I'd like to give today is on this section, is to a channel called Book Seriously Man. Now this channel is run by Paul, and he's got a great delivery. I do find his humour very dry. I do like his when he describes stuff. He's got a really, he must be somebody who is a fan of books, obviously, and he's got a great vocabulary to deliver his stuff. And I do find that I'm very drawn into the way that he explains stuff, and his use of the language is quite good. When you check his videos out, you'll see exactly what I mean. He does stuff with movies, he does stuff with special editions. He's got a good movie collection. Also, the movies that he mentions are movies that I love as well, which is right up my alley, obviously, of kindred spirit. And he also does things with pens as well. Now that might sound a bit but he makes these videos very interesting on the pens. So get over there and get a subscription going and subscribe to this movie channel, yes, but slightly different in a way. And I do urge you to check it, because I had a great time with it, and I do have a great time with Paul. He's a good lad, and that's all you want at the end of the day. The next channel I'm going to have a shout out to is a channel called JT at the Movies. Now this is run by James, and he's got a really massive collection of predominantly DVDs and also Blu-rays as well. But at the moment he's been reorganizing his movies around, and he's doing this thing where he's going to soon try to make a dedicated movie room, and he's going to put shelving in it, so it's going to be a movie room coming into fruition from scratch. So that's going to be a very interesting sort of series to watch, and I can't wait for him to start doing that. So that's something he's going to do that's just around the corner from him. So that's James there, and he also does stuff with music as well, which is brilliant, which is something we've even been talking about on Instagram about about music and stuff like that. The scaffolding's going up, I can hear it starting to put me off a little bit, because I'm trying to think, is it going to come through the window? So sorry, this video is a little bit rushed, and it's not the video I was trying to intend to make. I was wanting to be a little bit less all over the place. It's been a little bit of a mess. But in essence, JT at the Movies, James, great lad, very friendly. He's from Yorkshire as well. My wife's from Yorkshire, so we've got that sort of. I've got a knowledge of good knowledge of Yorkshire. So JT at the Movies and Book, seriously, man, have a look at their channels. They're absolutely brilliant. I do highly recommend them. Also, the other ones that I've mentioned, if you don't know who they are, I would imagine you all know who they are, but if you don't know who they are, go and check them out. You'll have a good time with them. I can't advise that enough. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there, and hopefully this video, you'll forgive the fact it's a little bit hit and miss, just simply for the fact that I've got a lot of stuff going on around me ears and all that. Wow. So in essence, thank you very much for my 300 subscribers. It means a great deal to me. It makes me think that something's going right, and that's what it's all about. If you like this stuff, that's all it's about. I like putting the stuff out. I will always put the stuff out, and if it meets with anybody who likes it, that's a bonus. But thank you once again to everybody who's participated in this landmark event for me. I can't thank you enough, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video, that hopefully should be quite soon, depending on what type of noise is going to be generated by workmen on scaffolding. Okay, so I will see you next time. You take care. Bye now.
So how many subscribers have you got now?
Just passes that Blu-ray a minute, please. I think you find that's a grand total of 300 plus.
I bet you wish you looked like him. In fact, I wish you'd look like... God! Right.